Hey, super kids, when you're feeling afraid, these are the things that we can use the right of our mouth to say. Because it says in 2 Timothy 1:7, that's chapter 1, verse 7, God did not give us a spirit that makes us afraid. He gave us a spirit of power and love and self-control. In Psalm 23, in the first 4 verses, it says, "The Lord is my shepherd. I have everything I need. He gives me rest in green pastures. He leads me to calm waters. He gives me new strength for the good of his name. He leads me on paths that are right. Even if I walk through a dark valley, a very dark valley, I will not be afraid because you are with me. Your rod and your shepherd's staff comfort me." And in Hebrews chapter 13, verses 5 and 6, it says, God has said, "I'll never leave you. I'll never abandon you." So we can feel sure and say, "I will not be afraid because the Lord is my helper. People can't do anything to me." So I'm now going to use these to speak about myself and go in the right of the direction that God has given me. And you can print these out. They're on the same page. And it says, and I'm going to say Pastor Peter, all right? But you put your name in and you say it about yourself. But I'm going to show you how I'm going to, just like Commander Caitlin said, we're going to go on the right path. Pastor Peter has not been given fear from, fear does not come from God. He gives me a power. God gives Pastor Peter a spirit of power and love and self-control. The Lord is Pastor Peter's shepherd. He's my shepherd. I have everything I need. The Lord gives me rest in green pastures. He leads me to calm waters. He gives me new strength for the good of his name. Even though he leads me on the paths that are right. Even if Pastor Peter, if I walk through a very dark valley, I will not be afraid. Pastor Peter, I am not afraid. I'm not afraid of walking through dark valleys because you are with me. I declare that as I walk through this time and I'm feeling scared, I'm not scared because I know you're with me. You're my shepherd. You take care of me. You're going to lead me through. And it says, God has said, "I will never leave you. I'll never abandon you." So I declare, Pastor Peter will never be left alone and I will never be abandoned because you have said that you're going to look after me. Therefore, I can say, I will not be afraid because the Lord is my helper. You are Pastor Peter's helper. You keep me in all that I do. I don't have to be afraid of anybody because you're going to watch over me and keep me. So they're the things that I'm saying about my life. So that's what you do. You use that to steer yourself through. And when you're afraid, you can say, "I'm not afraid. I don't have to be afraid because God is with me."